ADHD is one of the most common neurobehavior disorders of childhood. In the US, the average age of ADHD diagnosis is 7 years old, and there has been a 42% increase in ADHD diagnosis over the past 8 years. Treatment for school-age children can be very expensive and complicated, especially for medication treatment. The potential market for the video game-based treatment can be very huge, according to the prediction of the large digital therapeutic market and the video game market. Our team designed and developed a game called ExiTurtle. Based on our research and talks to professionals, we implement number memory in the reward system to help rehearse ADHD children's lifetime skills, and also adaptive and engaging game experience to make this game more attractive and encouraging. We use Nintendo Switch Joy-Con as our game controller, and also 3D printed an add-on which can be easily attached to the Joy-Con. This add-on can convert joysticks into turtle arms, making more precise control and a better game experience. In the game, the player first has to collect game items by completing mini-games like post-game, where the player has to memorize 3 turtle poses and copy those by controlling the turtle arm. After collecting enough game items, the player can control the turtle to explore the maze and find the target location to drop items. The dropped amount also has to match the number on the map, which is shown at the very beginning of the game. The player can also find other characters like this manta to help them cut through the maze and transport the turtle to the next destination. It also requires the player to remain balanced by controlling the built-in gyroscope in Switch Joy-Con. The difficulty of this game is always adaptive. For example, based on players' performance, the post-game will have more or less complex arm pose combinations. The balance game will also adjust the gyroscope sensitivity to make this game more encouraging. Our game also logs the player's gameplay data like time usage, the number of attempts, task completeness, etc. And based on those log data, we will give player a score, so their parents and caregiver can keep track of their performance. We conducted functional tests and usability tests for the first beta version of our game. Based on the user's feedback, we also added tutorial level so that player can get familiar with both game control and mechanics before jumping into the first level. We also ran a short experiment where the test group who played the game showed a slightly better performance on memory tests compared to control group. In addition, all participants enjoyed the game, especially the post-game where the turtle arm were used. However, further research and maybe a clinical trial is needed to provide evidence of effectiveness on children with ADHD.